Hello and greetings to everyone. We will continue from where we ended last time with the correction of the following exercises for application. It goes convert the following. You're going to write down solution. Question A, we have to convert 7 kilometers to decimeters. In this case, we are converting from a higher unit to a smaller unit. First, we know that 10 centimeters is equal to 1 decimeter. Next, we know that 10 decimeters is equal to 1 meter. From here, we can easily do the convention. 10 decimeters is equal to 1 meter. It's the same as saying that 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeters. We know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. If we multiply both sides by 7, 7 times 1 kilometer will simply be equal to 7 times 1,000 meters. This will give us 7 kilometer to be equal to 7,000 meters. Now, we need to convert this 7,000 meters to decimeters. We know that 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeters. So for us to convert 7,000 meters to decimeters, the value will increase because we are converting from a higher unit to a smaller unit. We know that the meters is a higher unit to decimeters. So if we take this, we know 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeters. So if we multiply both sides by 7,000, we take 7,000 times 1 meter, it will simply be equal to 7,000 times 10 decimeters. So this will give us 7,000 meters is equal to 70,000 decimeters. And we know 7,000 meters is the same as 7 kilometers. So you're going to conclude, therefore, 7 kilometers is equal to 70,000 decimeters. You underline the answer. For B, we have to convert 24 miles to kilometers. First, we know that 1 mile is equal to 1.609 kilometers. 1 mile is approximately 1.609 kilometers. So for us to convert 24 miles to kilometers, we are simply going to multiply both sides here by 24. Take 24 times 1 mile will be equal to 24 times 1.609 kilometers. This will give us 24 miles to be equal to 38.616 kilometers. So we conclude, therefore, 24 miles, therefore, 24 miles is equal to 38.616 kilometers. For question C, we have to convert 500 hectares to kilometers squared. First thing, we know that 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meters squared. Next, we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. If we square both sides here, we take 1 kilometer times 1 kilometer, it will be the same as 1,000 meters times 1,000 meters. 1 times 1 remains 1. Kilometer times kilometer gives us kilometer squared. 1 kilometer squared will simply be 1,000 times 1,000 gives us 1 million meters squared. We need to start by converting 1 hectare, which is equal to 10,000 meters squared, to kilometers squared. For us to convert 10,000 meters squared to kilometers squared, we are simply going to divide, because you know, if you compare meter squared and kilometer squared is a higher unit to meter squared. So we are going to divide this 10,000 by 1 million. And the unit here will simply be kilometers squared. This will give us 10,000 meters squared to be equal to, we are going to take the decimal point 6 places to the left hand side. So this will give us 0.01 kilometers squared. We know that this is the same as 1 hectare. So it simply means 1 hectare in kilometers squared is simply 0.01 kilometers squared. For us to convert 500 hectares to kilometers squared, we are simply going to multiply both sides here by 500. So we take 500 times 1 hectare, it will equal to 500 times 0.01 kilometers squared. This will give us 500 hectares to be equal to, if we multiply 500 by 0.01, we are simply going to obtain 5 kilometers squared. We conclude, therefore, 500 hectares is equal to 5 kilometers squared. We underline the result. We go now to D. For D, we are to convert 10,000 meters squared to R. First, we know that 1 R is equal to 100 meters squared. It simply means for us to convert 10,000 meters squared to R, we are going to divide 10,000 by 100, since we are converting from a smaller unit to a bigger unit. So this will simply be equal to 10,000 divided by 100, and the unit will simply be R. This will simply give us 10,000 meters squared to be equal to 100 R. We conclude, therefore, 10,000 square meters is equal to 100 R. We underline the solution. Next, now we go to E. Question E. For E, we have to convert the 50,000 grams to ton. First, we know that 1,000 grams is equal to 1 kilogram. Next, we know that 1,000 kilograms is equal to 1 ton. First, we need to start by converting 50,000 grams to kilograms. So we are converting from a smaller unit to a higher unit. We are going to divide by 1,000. 50,000 grams in kilograms, we are simply going to divide 50,000 by 1,000. The unit here will simply be kilograms. So this will give us 50,000 grams to be equal to this will give us 50 kilograms. Next, now we need to convert the 50 kilograms to tons. We are converting from a smaller unit to a higher unit. We know kilogram is a smaller unit when you compare kilograms to tons. Converting 50 kilograms to tons, we are simply going to divide 50 by 1,000. Then the unit this will simply be ton. This will give us 50 kilograms to be equal to 1, 2, 3, 0.05 tons. Then we conclude. We know 50 kilograms is the same as 500 grams. We conclude therefore 500 grams, 50,000 grams is equal to 0.05 tons. We underline the result. We go now to the next question, question F. We are to convert 349 decagram to milligrams. First thing, we know that 10 milligrams is equal to 1 centigram. Next, we know that 10 centigrams is equal to 1 decigram. Next, we know that 10 decigrams is equal to 1 gram. Next, we know that 10 grams is equal to 1 decagram. 1 decagram will be equal to 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, which gives us 1 with 4 zeros, 10,000 milligrams. Now, for us to convert 349 decagram to milligrams, we are simply going to multiply both sides here by 349. So you take 349 times 1 decagram will simply be equal to 349 times 10,000 milligrams. So this will simply give us 349 decagram to be equal to 3,490,000 milligrams. We conclude therefore 349 decagram is equal to 3,490,000 milligrams. We underline the result. We go now to Question G. For G, we have to convert 1756 liters to meters cube. First thing, we know that 1 liter is equal to 1 decimeter cube. Next, we know that 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeters. If we cube both sides, that means we take 1 meter times 1 meter times 1 meter. It will simply be the same as, we know 1 meter is 10 decimeter. 10 decimeter times 10 decimeter times 10 decimeter. This will give us 1 times 1 times 1 remains 1. Meter times meter times meter gives us meter cube is equal to 10 times 10 times 10 gives us 1000. Decimeter times decimeter gives us decimeter squared. Decimeter squared times decimeter gives us decimeter cube. So it simply means that 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 decimeters cube, which is the same as 1000 liters. For us to convert 1756 liters to meters cube, we are simply changing from a smaller unit to a higher unit. So we are going to divide this constant 1756 by 1000. So this will give us 1756 divided by 1000. And the unit will simply be meters cube. This will give us 1756 liters to be equal to 1.756 meters cube. We conclude, therefore, 1756 liters is equal to 1.756 meters cube. So we underline the final answer. We go now to question H. H, we have to convert 86,400 seconds to hours. First thing, we know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Then we know 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. For us to get the number of seconds in 1 hour, 1 hour will simply have, for us to get the number of seconds, we are going to take 60 times 60. 60 times 60 seconds, which is simply equal to 3600 seconds. So these are the number of seconds in 1 hour. Now, for us to convert 86,400 seconds to hours, we are changing from a smaller unit to a higher unit. Seconds is a smaller unit, while hours is a higher unit. So we are going to divide by 3600. We are going to divide 86,400 by 3600. And here, the unit will simply be hours. So this will give us 86,400 seconds to be equal to 24 hours. We conclude, therefore, 86,400 seconds is equal to 24 hours. That means it is equal to 1 day. These are the number of seconds in a day. Since we know that 24 hours makes 1 day. We go now to question I. For I, we are to convert 88 degrees Celsius to Kelvin. For us to convert from degrees Celsius to Kelvin, we are going to make use of this formula. We know the temperature in Kelvin will simply be equal to the value of the temperature in degrees Celsius plus 273.15, and the unit will simply be Kelvin. This will simply mean that our temperature in Kelvin will be equal to the value of the temperature in degrees Celsius is simply 88. 88 plus 273.15. The unit will be Kelvin. So this will simply give us 361.15 Kelvin. This is temperature 88 degrees Celsius in Kelvin. Next, for J, we have to convert the temperature 431 degrees Fahrenheit to Kelvin. For us to convert from degrees Fahrenheit to Kelvin, we are going to make use of the formula. Below this formula, the temperature in Kelvin will simply be equal to, we take the value of the temperature in degrees Fahrenheit minus 32, then we multiply it by 5/9, and we add 273.15 to that value, and the unit will simply be Kelvin. This simply means that our temperature in Kelvin will be equal to, the value of the temperature in degrees Fahrenheit is 431 minus 32. Then we have to multiply it by 5/9. We add 273.15, and the unit will simply be Kelvin. So this will be equal to, if you take 431 minus 32, it will simply be equal to 399. We have to multiply 399 by 5/9 and write this over 1 plus 273.15. The unit will be Kelvin. So now if you take 399, we multiply it by 5, then we divide by 9, then this will simply be equal to 221.67 to 1 decimal place plus 273.15. The unit will simply be Kelvin. So if we add, this will give us 494.82 Kelvin. We underline the final answer. And we are done with the correction of the exercises for application. If you like the video, share and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Next, we are going to start with a new topic which is on number patterns. Thank you very much for watching.